And the likes go up, like the numbers at the deli. But they go back down too. You knew this then, on the street by yourself, cold tofu in a bag. You know this now, waiting for the train back to Poughkeepsie with unsold art. But the likes go up, like Super Mario coins. It'll buy you some time. It'll buy you some. It'll buy you. It'll buy. It will. I forgot for a minute what airport it was. Glanced over at the man that cut me in line to ask. Instead, I just watched him download a song. In 2 hours, I'll be in another city of stick figures and exit signs with fair weather friends that don't know my stomach. It's summertime, and there's nothing to show for us except a brush and a bag, old hair in a new bathroom. We left in a hurry. If they ask, I'll make something up to even out the monster. But kudos to you, packing your dresses and finding a new bag man to ask questions to. That was easy button and a gift card from Mom to buy them all. Takes you nothing to eat with anyone. Takes me everything. This evening isn't special. This evening is poor people with bellies on the news. A husband pulling into the driveway with martini olives on his breath. This evening is a blade on the kitchen island, and my arms rest on top. Brown banana in a basket helps. Sweet rot up my nose while I stare at a root canal reminder on the fridge, while I stare at a newly installed dishwasher, soap pod ready. Remember to remove the side muscle from the scallops before searing. Remember to read the books you'll never get to. Remember Connie's lavender legs off the bar stool. Remember to spit me onto a mousetrap coated with peanut butter. I forgot to clean the scallops. Now I have that teeth-cleaning sand shit in my mouth. Tomorrow I'll shit my head out and start over. I'll go to the DMV, I'll change my license to organ donor. I won't tell anyone. That's the hard part. Doing something, keeping it secret. What else have we got? How important that you let the people know that you went away with no Wi-Fi. What a revelation you must have had with your body in the dirt-breathing air and your eyes in the woods behind the 35mm camera. Liquored photos with a future ex that you'll throw up when you're back on the wave. Your need to let us know you're separating. You didn't have your metal box. You had to travel to Vermont to put your eyeballs away. If that's brave, what does that make the women of Port-au-Prince? Pick a number between 1 and 52. How's that?
42.
Oh, Lord. Oh, this is a cool one. This one's called Belleville Ave. And for 30 seconds at the light, they were all good people. That's it. There are no cyber stars, just a sponge in a coffee shop. First date with an afternoon time limit, keyboard for private parts, and the never-ending search for the holy human grail. Every 6 minutes, a better smile pops up like bubbly wrap. You're better off with your favorite album and chocolate chip mint. Collection of comics and a hot shower before bed. Add pizzazz to your biography and wait for a message with wit. Everyone knows that a regiment prevents a fracture, that we're a walking audition. If we stay inside, we change the same way. Surf that cyber wave until something, nothing, all things deficit. You never saw it because your fingers were over a fire. The woman on Lexington, peach in a bag, her name was Sonia, she was yours. How would you know? Sponge in a coffee shop. Mosquito in a turnstile. There's no movie set under your feet. There's no news truck out front. There's no personal secretary. There are no cyber stars. Just kids with concerned mothers. What else?
250.
50. We'll save that one.
17.
If I open up my shoulders too much, I start to cry. First espresso in Volterra, Yellow Hills in my throat. Chet's voice on Saturdays. Eggs and sour cream with a dark roast. You wore a hat inside. I didn't see my yaya for 3 months before she died. When I got there, she was rubber. Plane rides with girls drooling on neck pillows. The yard where Stones saw John after their time away, the gnats gave them space. Uncle Alfie's last words were, "Hey, Jim." Rena was on the floor in the hallway. Manhattan with a dead phone. Collins Base at Karma's End. Gilmore at the garden and the park I took you to. It was never yours. 50. I'm in some Irish bar in Soho, and white people wear their alma mater talking the same. I stand outside and sing No Surprises, hoping someone hears me. I know there's a billboard around the corner, and I'm on it with my all-time favorite lover, thus far undiscovered. And back in that Irish bar, I look at the bobblehead couples and I wonder, are they together or are they just together? I wonder, does everyone in Manhattan crumble on a Saturday night? Has the weather always been so wild? Will my sister ever come back? We stay in our camp and we gaze at the photos of the ones we'll never know. And in our heart, we hope to find that billboard around the corner. An all-time lover could take decades, could never happen. But you're always looking because you're only human. And maybe in that bar in Soho, somebody finds someone and loses somebody else. Maybe boys stay in bathroom stalls with their drugs and cyber crushes, dreaming a movie life with a girl through a screen. Getting a slice as the sun takes off its blanket. Over and over. Until. How much time I got, Stevie? Give me one more page number.
Number 1.
We did number 1.
17.
Oh. From here we could see it. The garden grows, roots work hard, dogs chase chickens. A sun rises and sleeps in red, arms around each other, hats on head shielding the wind. We could have it all. Put the beds outside, hit the bark head on, cut the knees and bleed for labor, come home to chocolate and beer and roasted onions. Dreams are as clear as a measuring cup, but bones hold back and brain knows why. I guess we were just made to dream until the shift. It was a nice dream, girl. Until next time. I think I'll end on... yeah, I'll do 50. I know what's real. The clock, handmade from Richard Burkett. I had a conversation with the man before the purchase. He served in Vietnam and moved furniture for a living. The picture of Pat throwing up out the car window. It was the gin and gas station chicken that put him over. We laughed until our abdomens were sore. A thank you letter from Maxie. In 4 years, I watched her grow into a woman. This all fills me up and prevents a collapse in public because I know it's real. But this thing I hold, it's like a prop that doesn't belong in the shot. It shows me you on the beach in a Pilates pose, whiskey with friends, your hair on a pillow before bedtime. So how is it possible when we meet for tea that I don't know you? You're droopy, like a basset hound, unfunny. All these years of a telly face, my voice to your words, a blanket over my head, surfing with you through planets. The elephant in the room is this whole thing. We know nothing about each other except what we know, which is nothing really, which we understand when we sit down. When we all sit down. Oh, my dear, I fear our time has come to an end. But if you help me find my memory, I will pay for lunch. I'll do one more for you. Give me another page here. Oh, wait, this one. You need to be knocked to the ground. It's what we forgot. How to flatten someone. How to break a nose. The point isn't to change you, that never works. It's to remind you of who you are and what you are to people. And after it's all said and done, we will finally leave you alone in your lands, barefoot and bruised, cold skin with a smashed-in nose. Oh, Eric, the boy with the bags, be careful what you wish for. Okay, thank you.